Hello there. Hey, my name is Chris Adams, president of Adams Technology Group, and we are continuing the series, Why Would You Choose to Partner with HEG for your IT MSP solutions and support. And one of the things that we're going to talk about today is innovation and kind of define how we tackle that inside our firm to help our clients be successful. To kind of reiterate, last week we talked about the importance of baseline and capacity and the exercise that we went through with the entire team for what we accomplished in 2024 and establishing a baseline. So go check out that video. I guess we're calling that part one. This is part two, innovation. Why should you partner with HEG? We are constantly innovating our processes. One of the things that we do here really well is we've got a pretty profound feedback loop, framework, methodology, whatever you want to call it, about how we debrief on everything from certain situations, how we're deploying computer systems, how we're supporting computer systems, the tools, the applications, our personnel, like all of the things that we need to sit down and we need to evaluate. What's working, what's not working, and what are the things that we need to do to improve that. And the feedback loops are pretty much a standard. They're pretty much a part of our culture, and without them, we wouldn't be where we are today, for sure, hands down. So some simple things for us on innovations. I think one of the things that we do really well is we continue to remove the clutter. And when I say clutter, what I'm talking about is not necessarily going around the office and cleaning up the miscellaneous items that are sitting around everywhere. Now, I will tell you this, that we do a pretty good job with that. It creates efficiencies, right? When we have clutter, physical or non-physical, in our organizations and our lives, it creates conflict. It takes away from efficiencies. And so one of the things that we've done is, what is the erroneous, heavy stuff that weighs us down? Like, I think in the human nature, it's really easy for us to complicate the hell out of everything. We do that in our personal lives. We definitely do that in our business. And one of the things that I do, and that my philosophy is, I'm not a big industry standard guy, right? Industry standards are full of clutter and inefficiencies. I also think that industry standards are pro client in organization versus pro customer relationship, client services. And what I mean by that is, why does it become an industry standard? Because it's easy. If it's an industry standard in our organization, and we have a lot of industry standards, we're looking at it and we're trying to attack it and we're trying to break it down. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to break it down and make it more efficient. The more efficient we are, the more scalable we are. I think, there are just so many things that happen where we can do it in one or two steps, but we add 5 or 6, right? And those erroneous steps typically are because we're not empowering our employees to make the decisions that they need to do. I would also say that we get a lot of innovation and feedback because we do empower our employees here. I ask them, right? We do very little telling. We do a lot of asking, both internally and externally. Like, I want you to tell me, based on the questions that I'm asking, like what you want, right? What is your experience? What do you want from us? And then we ask more thought-provoking questions. So I think innovation continues to evolve here because we're always in a feedback loop. The feedback loop is tied to asking great questions. We're trying to declutter all of the things inside our organization. Like I said, we look at it from a personnel standpoint. Do we have our personnel in the right seats, right? I think it was Jim Collins that wrote that book, Good to Great, and I'm probably bunching this. You got to get the right people in the right seats. We're constantly evaluating that. We got a lot of talent. But as, people start to get, exposed to certain things, and from a technology standpoint, their wants and needs and desires might shift. And as long as they have the attributes, they're hungry, they want to learn, they're coachable, all the things that we hire against, we'll put them wherever we need to make us successful, them successful, and ultimately our clients successful. So constant evaluation, those feedback loops are, almost damn near every day. It just becomes a part of that. That innovation helps us optimize. Like I said, it helps us declutter. And when we declutter, we get really focused. One of the things that we're kind of decluttering is our mission statement. We're going through, and I talked about this last week, we're getting more clear because we're decluttering what our organization does. I think our competition right now, another reason why to partner with us is, right, our competitive MSPs are continuing to add more services, right? Create more, width or breadth into what they're doing. We're actually not doing that. One of the things that we've kind of come to from a declutterization standpoint is we've been an ISP for a long time, right? We're a CLEC, competitive local exchange carrier. We get direct access into CenturyLink, and we're actually going to be removing that relationship. That's not part of our core. It actually is creating clutter in the services that we want to do. So we're actually going to be removing that. Now, we're still going to support it, but we're not going to have that back end on our side. The other thing is we've been doing voice over IP for a long time. We have our own Class 5 switch, so we provide a lot of dial tone. We're actually really pleased with what Teams Phone is doing. So we're going to be moving for 2025. We're going to be moving in all of those people to Microsoft phones or Teams Phone. And that's just some things that we're doing, right? We're not adding voice over IP. We're not adding internet. We're actually removing it. And we're removing it because we want to continue to optimize. We're continuing to innovate. Our customers, our clients are giving us feedback. We're playing into that feedback. Can we do it? Yeah. Can we be experts at it? We can't. CenturyLink is the expert. RingCentral is an expert. Teams Phone, those are the guys that are the experts. We manage, we understand how all that works, but that's a part of decluttering. The other thing is, like I said, we're working through our mission statement. The teams are getting clarity on our mission statement. I think the thing that also is important is how well we communicate through our ticketing system, internal and external, through our PSA, through our documentation, right? We've got the right tools. We're constantly evaluating those. Those tools have to be in alignment with our mission statement. Workflows, vendors. If we're finding we're just moving away from, I forget what they call it, but the vendor that we buy all of our Microsoft services from and some of our other applications, we're actually moving vendors. We're moving to a better vendor. We're decluttering because this other vendor is going to be more in alignment, ties into our other services for us to continue to optimize. That's innovation because we're asking the question, we need this. Is this vendor providing that? Is that the best-in-class vendor? We're looking for the best partners. When you find the best partners, you can deliver the best services. We're in the business of delivering the best support services on the planet. And that's kind of a sneak preview of kind of what our new mission statement is. It's big, it's bold, but that's some insight about how I run my organization. Excuse me. What else do we do? Documentation. A lot of documentation that's tied to feedback. You can't scale your organization if you don't have good documentation. If we can't be efficient on our support desk, on the service desk, on our help desk, whatever you want to call it, if we don't have good documentation. If we don't have good documentation, we're constantly asking and trying to find the same piece of information. That's inefficient. That's declutter. That comes from innovation. That comes from optimization. Like, it's all the things. Now, here's why it's important for you, Mr. Client, potential client, is that will make you better. The more efficient those guys are out there is going to help you with your organization, because what you're really hiring us for is the elimination of downtime, right? Anyone, and I've said this before, can sell you a firewall. Anyone can sell you a switch, an access point. Anyone can sell you a server, right? But it's not so much who's selling that to you, it's the availability to us when that server fails, when that firewall fails, when that computer gets breached, when the backup doesn't work. That's what separates us apart. And what separates us apart is the level, the high level, right? We are a high performing company, is the level of service that we provide, right? We are providing the best service. That is under constant innovation and optimization. We do that through the feedback loops. So we want to be top level at the pinnacle of what customer service is. It's not industry standard, right? The industry standard, just to put this in reality, is the fact that most of our competitors are going to this bullshit dispatch model, right? Like, you call in to them and they take your information and then they dispatch it out to a tech or to someone who's either going to call you or show up to get that done. Listen, that's terrible. Who benefits from that? That is pro IT company. That's not pro client. When you call into our organization, you're getting a technician, right? And that's just not a normal technician. I think most of our help desk guys are at the junior sysadmin level. They are way above the standard, right? Help desk, right? When you call into our help desk, those guys are trained because of documentation, because of the optimization, to be able to fix your problem. They're not transferring you around. They're sure as hell not going to try to dispatch you out, right? That's a terrible business model. Those are some of the things that we do. What separates us in the market is our help desk, right? We answer every single phone call within 3 rings. We respond to every ticket in 29 minutes. You're going to hear that over and over again. That is the submission of our help desk, right? We call it 329. I got it sitting around right here. 329, right? It's everywhere. It's ingrained. It's part of our DNA. We're here when shit hits the fan, and it does. Technology is great when it's working, but I tell you what, it's complicated today, right? And that's what you hire us for. That's why you want to partner with us. Obviously, we're super smart, but it's in the time of need, when you're employed or when you're traveling and you're in an airport or you're in a coffee shop and you need help with whatever it is, that's when you call us, and that's when we put someone on the phone to take care of you. So that's just another reason what we do here, right? The series isn't put together about talking about what kind of firewalls we use or the price points or any of that. This is a glimpse into the nuts and bolts of our organization that people have a hard time talking about. I love talking about it, right? I mean, this is the majority of what I do, is asking great questions, right? Asking great questions. So I'm going to leave it at that. Next week, I'm not sure what the topic is, but we'll be doing another video on why you should partner with ATG and give you a little bit more glimpse into what we do here to help our clients provide great services and products to their clients. So thank you. My name is Chris Adams. Love to have a conversation with you. You can reach us 208-906-8318. help@smatatech.com. But just know that obviously we're going through the branding change, which I talked about before, which is more tied to innovation again, getting real clear on the message that we deliver and provide. So anyway, that's all I got. Thank you. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.